It's never been better. It's never been better. It self-cleans. I don't need to plug this in anywhere other than the outlet to give it power. I don't need a water line. All I do is add some water, and in 6 minutes, it will start making ice. You'll hear the clunk, clunk, clunk of the ice start to drop in the tray. With a fabulous 2.5 pounds that it can hold, you've got gorgeous ice, the best tasting ice, the purest ice, an ice that is just gonna go so far this summer for all of our summertime activities. Whether you're lounging at home, outside in the yard, whether you're having a get-together, a family union, you're out grilling, improvements bring to us their lightest weight, quietest, newest version of our best-selling ice maker. With a larger peekaboo window, I don't think I can call it a peekaboo window, it's like a full sunroof that we've got going on here. You can see everything that's going on, easy and simple controls, beautiful colors, gorgeous in terms of the way this has been engineered. This is the turquoise. Yeah, this is the beautiful turquoise. I have 800 of the turquoise left. We've already sold out of a fair few colors. This one's gonna be next. I do want to tell you, red is available, but boy, this designer red is on fire. Look how gorgeous it is. It's that metallic-y color, so you could have this out on the countertop all the time, permanently, and you're gonna be so proud of it. Alternatively, you can put this away if you so desire. What about this copper? I gotta show you the copper as well. This is one of our newer colors. As our producer Jared said, very classy, and he is a classy type of guy. This really is a fabulous color choice, $99.95. FlexPay gets it home today for $19 and change. We've got a lot to show you and a lot to share with you. Come with me this way as we introduce our special guest. I am affectionately calling her today the Ice Queen. It's the amazing Deb Byers. Deb!
Oh, Adam, it's so great to be with you on the first day of summer. What an appropriate day to have an ice machine at the ready.
There could be no better day to do it.
Absolutely.
If ever there was a day to start enjoying, it's today with summer. Okay, Deb, let's get into this because there's a lot to talk about. You're going to teach me about not so good ice and great ice, right?
Absolutely, and it's simple. There's no learning curve with this machine. You're going to get this gorgeous machine home. It's going to come to you. You'll take up all the packaging, just a couple of things to keep it secure when it's traveling. Then you are going to plug it in. That's not hard, Adam. Then what you're going to do is open it up, take out the basket. Your basket is going to be empty, and then you're going to fill it to the fill line. It's about a little less than a gallon of water. Just fill it to the maximum line. You can't quite see it. It's sort of white on white, but you'll clearly be able to see it when you get it home. Then you're going to replace the basket.
Okay.
You're going to turn the unit on, and then there's a select button here. This is where the magic starts to happen. You press the select button, and you're choosing either the small ice or the large ice, and they both have jobs for you. The small ice is going to make your smoothies smoother. They're going to froth your beverages, your adult beverages, your kids' beverages, whatever you want. The larger ice, which I have in this one, is going to be to fill your glass and have a slow, slow melt. So you're going to be able to savor your beverage, and it's also going to be great for chilling your shrimp or doing your crudité or using it on the buffet, because it's going to melt that much slower. And if you decide in the middle of when you're making your ice, you want to switch it up, once it's done a couple of rounds, you can go ahead and make the small ice, change it, make large ice out of the same machine. So you are in charge, but the best part is, in roughly 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes, the ice is going to harvest. That's what they call it. That's a term, that's an ice term. It harvests into the basket, and the basket will hold 2.5 pounds of ice. Then a little light will go on and say, ice full. You'll take it out, and you can put it somewhere else, but you're going to be using this for a party. You're going to be constantly reaching in here with the scoop that comes with, and it's attached to the side with that little suction cup. So you're getting all that today, and you're just going to be filling beverages, because this will be the best ice tasting you've ever had, because it's flash frozen and absolutely free of any impurities.
Deb, are you telling me no more last-minute mad dash runs to the gas station for gas station ice?
Correct.
Are you telling me no more plastic trays of ice that always kind of take on the flavors of the frozen food around
Correct.
it? Are you telling me we can get ice every 6 or 7 minutes on demand? And are you saying that that ice is going to taste better?
Yes!
Sold! I'll take 3. And everybody is doing the same, folks. We are nearly sold out now of the turquoise, and the red is going like crazy as well. Final orders are being placed. I have no extended delivery or advanced order. As you can see, over 10,000 have been reserved now for today. This is the last chance this summer at home, that party, that celebration, taking it out to the RV, having your own ice maker that is beautifully made, delivers ice quickly and simply, and of course on top of that allows you to have it whenever you want. You'll see right there, Deb, this ice has a hole in it. Why does it have a hole in it?
Well, it has a hole in it for a couple of reasons. It's made on stainless steel rods. There are stainless steel rods that hang in the back of your unit. Unfortunately, the camera can't get in there, but they're there. And the water runs over it continuously, and it flash freezes it. And it flash freezes it into those little bullet shapes. We're calling them ice cubes, but they really are little bullets. But for the sake of our discussion, we'll call them cubes. You have the smaller cubes, the water, your whatever. Oh, there you go. The kerplunk is about to happen. That's so satisfying. I love that. That means that it's generating the ice, and you're going to be able to have delicious tasting ice in a matter of seconds, because it's going to, like a cow catcher, it goes right into the basket. But, oh, there it went. Kerplunk, kerplunk, kerplunk. So now the ice cube has access, the water can get into that little area and chill your beverage faster. So you're going to be able to have a colder beverage longer. The smaller cubes will break down faster. That's how you're going to make a smoothie or an adult beverage more frothy, more creamy. The larger ones, which I have over here, are the same bullet shape. They also have the hole in the middle, but they're going to melt more slowly, and they're going to be better for your shrimp cocktails or for keeping your food cold that you want to keep cold. Your potato salad, whatever you're going to put on top if you're having a picnic or having a buffet. You can't go wrong. They're both delicious, but the best part is they taste fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Deb, I'm really excited that we get to do this, because for so many of us, we know the issues with ice, like we joke about. This is the better, quicker, faster, easier way to do it. And that ice, I know this sounds crazy, but you have to understand, the ice tastes better, it cools quicker, and it melts slower. All the things that you want in ice, you get with this. Now, I can choose the small, or I can choose the larger. But whatever you do, make sure you try this tonight. I want to give you I'll do it in a few seconds actually, a visual of what 26 pounds of ice looks like. In fact, come with me for a second, because I can see Deb is about to make me something very special and tropical.
Absolutely, Adam.
I'm excited, Deb. Come on, if we get the camera in here, you're going to notice this is 26 pounds of ice that we made using the Improvements ice maker, right? But you can see that's a lot of ice right there. And Deb, we did that in just 24 short hours.
24 hours, all that ice. And that's just one day. We could keep going, but for the sake of giving you an idea of how much you can actually make, that's 24 hours, 26 pounds of ice.
I mean, how fantastic is that? I'll tell you something, no other thing, no other ice maker, no other machine that we've had can make as much ice as quickly as this. Folks, I'm going to run over here, Deb, real fast.
Absolutely, I'm going to make your smoothie.
I can't wait to taste it. I'm going to show everybody the colors that we've got left with 11,000 now reserved. This really is a last call. Remember, Debbie's not scheduled to be back later this year with another Today's Special. It is only for the here and now. So let's go over this way. Turquoise, we know, is nearly sold out. We have, with everybody placing orders, around 400, 500 left before it's completely gone. Really high-end color, looks special. You know, you go to the regular stores and you look for an ice maker and it's, you know, black or maybe a gray. This is a boost, it's a splash, it's personality, it's flair. That's the turquoise. Copper, I mean, you look at the copper and you say, place this in my kitchen and know that it's gonna look $1 million. It looks so refined, it looks so high-end, it looks so elegant, and it is it now the most limited, the copper? Oh boy, okay. It was turquoise most limited. We're now on a countdown to sell out on the copper. So if the copper is really catching your eye, that's what you got to order right now. So it looks like we'll sell out copper, turquoise, and then the red. We always bring in a few more of the red because red traditionally is such a popular color. For those of you that recognize it, the Improvements brand, very familiar with the very high-end catalogs that you might receive in the mail. Improvements is regarded as the best of the best. The products that they make are of the highest caliber and highest quality. People pay more for Improvements. Of course, You're gonna pay less for improvements on this one day only. It's $99. Of all the years and all the different improvements, ice makers I've seen, I've never seen a more fully featured one at such a low, low price. For less than $20 on FlexPay, we can ship this to you and you can try this out. The brand new window so you can see what's happening. The fact that it's so speedy and quick, and the fact that the ice tastes better. Can you prove it to me, Deb, that it does taste better?
There you go.
Wow, thank you.
And do you notice how your straw is standing up right in the middle of your beautiful smoothie? There you go. That's how frothy. There's no cream in there, just a little bit of fruit, a little bit of juice, and just our ice. Absolutely delicious. Is that amazing?
Okay, first thing is, it's gorgeous. It's got a little kick to it, a little, I like that. Very smooth, no chunks. Let me just have another go, hold on. I have to pick you up on something though, Deb.
What's that?
You said there was no cream or milk in this. Come on, how much is there?
There's none. Honestly, I couldn't say it if it wasn't true. There is only...
But it's creamy.
It's creamy because of the ice. That's why we do this demo. That's what we're talking about. These little cubes will break down faster, and they're almost like little magic bullets that can make your beverages more frothy. So if you're doing power drinks in the morning, or you're doing smoothies, you don't have to add the cream or any of the extra dairy, or your adult beverages are going to be creamier and smoother and thicker and more delicious. And it's all about the ice. Well, all about the ice.
I'll tell you, I wish you were here so you could try this, because you would love this as well. I'm drinking all of this. Smooth, creamy, no chunks. That's what you would expect. That's what you're gonna get, the best of the best. I know Deb has had some wonderfully, luxuriously long presentations today. Sadly, they're only giving us 9 more minutes. That's because we're so limited at this stage. Again, if you'd like to order, we have had such an overwhelming response today. This is a last chance. Deb, 1 million uses and 1 million applications, right?
Absolutely, and we're talking about how great this is for entertaining. We're talking about the fact that you're going to be able to have a glass of water with better tasting ice, the ease of use, the beauty of it sitting on your counter. It's only about 8.5 inches by 12 by 12. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful appliance with a stainless steel shell. It's lightweight and portable, so you can take it if you're going tailgating. Anywhere there's a power source and access to water, you can have ice in 6 or 7 minutes. Think about that. So if you're going to a cabin and there's no refrigeration, you can create ice in 6 or 7 minutes. You have a self-cleaning feature. You simply press the button, let it work itself through the system. There's a little plug that you can drain it into the sink or into the ground, pop the plug back in once it's empty, start the process all over again, and have ice in roughly 7 minutes. It's an absolutely amazing machine that you're going to use day after day after day, because it's that delicious.
I just grabbed one of the smaller ones and one of the larger ones, and you can see the difference in size there. You press the button for small ice or larger ice, but look at the difference before my hand falls off because of the cold. But look at the difference of this ice. It's shaped rounded, almost like a bullet, as it were. That's why they call it bullet ice. But on the inside, there's a hole. That's what Deb's talking about. So the liquid, the drink, whatever it may be, the beverage, it's filling into the ice, whereas a regular cube of ice is just on the outside. With this, the drink's going on the inside. Your drink cools down much, much faster. And because of this ice, even though I'm holding it with the warmth of my hand, it's melting slowly, right? So the ice melts slower, cools quicker, and tastes better. Deb, you hold up that plastic tray. No more plastic trays.
Well, it doesn't make any sense, Adam. We all have these in our freezer, and this is what we've been using if we don't have an automatic ice maker. If you do have an automatic ice maker, I hope it's still working, because they are notoriously for breaking down. The water line can break, and you can have water all over the floor. The unit can freeze up, and it won't make any more ice. But this is our tried and true, the ice tray, making about 12 to 14 ice cubes. It's sitting in your freezer. It's collecting all the tastes and smells of the food that you've got in your freezer. Even in the nicest homes, it doesn't matter, it can't help it. So how often have you taken the ice out of the freezer, put it in your glass of water, and gone, oh, that doesn't taste quite right. It's not the water, it's the ice. And if you go to a restaurant, whether you're going to a drive-through or you're going to a fine restaurant, you order order a cola or a glass of iced tea or a glass of wine, that ice is always, always, always going to be delicious because the restaurants don't want to lose people on bad ice. You deserve to have the same experience at home with better tasting ice. And just as an aside, if you do have these trays at home, they take 6.5 hours to make 14 cubes. Yes. 6.5 hours. And how many times have you thought that you had ice, the trays are all in there, you go reach for them, and there's 1 cube left because somebody took the, and I'm not going to name any names, has taken all the ice and put one back and didn't fill the tray. That happens to all of us. It doesn't have to happen anymore because every 7 minutes you're having delicious tasting ice, and in 24 hours, 26 pounds of ice out of this little powerhouse.
And you know, it's always an issue with the ice in the trays, getting them out properly, you're bending them and pulling them and everything else, then the ice flies into the eye of somebody. No more hassles. You gotta get one of these. Whether you have it out the whole time, whether you bring it out on special occasions, you've got your own ice maker. And from the moment that you plug it in and add the water, just like Deb did, 6 to 7 minutes, and you're gonna have all this glorious ice to give everybody the drinks that they want, the summertime fun that they're excited about, to enjoy that party, that birthday, that reunion, that grill, that barbecue that you're having. Get an ice maker. You get the little scoopy scoop, and with the scoopy scoop on the side, why am I saying scoopy scoop? When you get the scoop, you're at work, Adam. When you get the scoop, that obviously allows you to just help yourself and everything is just perfect. All right. Here's what I've got to do. I'm going to go over there one last time to the colors because we do have a couple updates. Our poor team here have to move these cameras every time I say that. I can see they need a cool, refreshing drink afterwards. So here's where we stand. We are at the end of the day. There's one more presentation at 11 o'clock with whatever's left, but we do have a problem. You and you're out of here. You're nearly gone. The turquoise is nearly sold out. The copper is nearly sold out. I'm not selling out of the red right now, so don't panic on the red. We're okay. But if you are really excited about this beautiful turquoise, and again, where else would you find a turquoise ice maker? Or if you love that copper, and let's be honest, who doesn't? It takes that element of refinement. It's a neutral, but it's elevated. It's beautiful. It's high-end in the most expensive kitchen. This would not look out of place. If you want this copper, I have a few hundred left. And when I say a few, excuse me, a few, I mean a couple hundred at this stage. When you look at the ice maker, it looks different. Deb, these are smaller than they used to be, right?
They are smaller by request because the Improvements Company listens to our customers, and you wanted a smaller unit, you wanted a more lightweight unit. So this unit is 8.5 inches across, 12 inches deep, and 12 inches high at its highest point, and weighs only 15 pounds. Think about that. It only weighs 15 pounds. So this is going to be a portable, truly portable ice maker that you're going to be able to take camping, that you're going to be able to take glamping, that you're going to be able to leave out on the deck for your guests to have when you're having a party outside, to take outside for the kids to utilize because they can go ahead and get their ice using the scoop. They don't have to put their hands in here, and then they don't have to come running in and out of the house, opening and closing the big refrigerator and the freezer, and potentially leaving the freezer door open and defrosting all your hard-earned groceries. So this is perfect for every member of the family. And remember, what we told you at the top of the day of the presentation, it'll make 26 pounds of ice. So if you know, like down here in Florida, we always know in advance whether a hurricane is going to come, you can stock up on the ice. This powerhouse will make it for you, and then you can, if the power goes out, you have the ice to keep your food from getting spoiled. And that is so important. So this is going to be something that you're going to be able to use time and time again. It's an entertainment piece, and it's also going to be something that's going to help you out in an emergency. And really, that gives this our true responsibility that we love and love.
Well, with everybody obviously who's seen this, I think you're as impressed as we are. Quick ice, fast ice, gorgeous ice, better tasting ice, and more of it. Remember, you're looking at 26 pounds in 24 hours, and we say that to let you know that this is maybe the new smaller footprint, but boy, it's as mighty as it has ever been. As long as there is water in there, it will keep on going. Add in your regular water. You don't need to add this to a water line, as it were. You don't need anything special. You just need an outlet. You're going to plug this in, and you've got glorious ice on demand whenever you want it. It's not the first one we've done. We've done lots of great ice makers over the years, Deb, but in my mind, and I see it right here, the most popular price that we sold them at is around $150.
Yes, and that's what they are out in the marketplace. Absolutely. The fact that we're offering this today at this value is gigantic, but it's a great day to have it. It is the first day of summer. Of course, it's almost over, but it's the longest day, so maybe it's not quite over yet. But it's going to be summer for a long time, and then we're going to be getting into the holidays. So think about everybody at Thanksgiving is sitting around the table. You're serving ice in all those glasses. What kind of ice are you serving? Are you serving delicious ice? Well, now you can. Something so simple to give your family, to have them have something that they can appreciate. We all need to hydrate. We all need ice. Why not have better ice? And you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to babysit it. You simply fill it with water, plug it in, make your choice of ice, and let it do its thing. And it'll be with you for years and years to come because the quality is built in from improvements.
We got to start insisting on better ice. We got to raise our standards. We want ice with no flavor. I don't want flavor in my ice. Because when you talk about adding ice to any drink, the ice is not there to hinder the flavor, it's there to enhance the flavor, right? We want ice with no flavor. That's how I like my ice, and I know you'll like your ice the same way. Ice that's in the freezer, that's perhaps surrounded by all the frozen food, ice that's in the plastic trays, takes on the flavors of maybe what's around it. Not gonna be the case with this. This ice looks different. The texture, the feel, the shape, the way it's done is all better. So let's get a handle on this, and let's demand better ice for all of us and our loved ones. Right, Deb?
I love that.
Cheers. All right, Deb, they're giving us 60 seconds as we round it on out. Improvements is the name, and
yes,
ice today most definitely has been the game.
Absolutely, no question about it. And I'm thrilled that everybody's been able to jump on this because once they're gone, they're gone. But the value today is absolutely unprecedented, and you're getting a quality machine. Remember, this little powerhouse in 24 hours is going to produce 26 pounds of ice. Don't go to the store and buy a 7-pound bag of ice for $2. It'll pay for itself in no time at all. So the investment is small, but the benefits are long-lasting.
If you just take what Deb just said and you think of all the times where you've needed ice and you've needed it in a hurry, you think about having to race to the store, race to the gas station, grab that ice. You think about maybe the ice that you buy from the store and then you forgot to bring it in from the trunk and it's maybe melting. No more of that. We can get the best quality ice when we need it. All we're gonna do is simply take this out, maybe you have it away or maybe you keep it out the whole time. You add the water, you press the button, and then you listen for the sound of the ice that simply drops into the container, and you are looking at, well, obviously that 2.5 pound capacity at a time is brilliant. It gives you enough ice for you and the entire family. I see you, Deb, with that little cover there. That's a nice little add-on.
Yes, this is fabulous. This is something that you can pick up. We only have the red available, but doesn't it look snazzy?
It's very snazzy. It would go with all the colors as well.